We recently sailed on Icon of the Seas, and man, did we see some amazing entertainment. There's a laundry list of things that you could do on the ship, and I really think this is one of the things that sets Royal Caribbean aside from everyone else. Let's talk about it. Hey everyone, John here from Byte Cruises. Welcome to our channel. If you are new here, thanks so much for coming to check this video out. We're a travel agency. We're just trying to give you some great information about cruising so you can plan and go on an amazing cruise vacation. Today, we're going to tell you all about the entertainment on board of Icon of the Seas. I mentioned it in the opening. I think Icon and Royal Caribbean in general, the entertainment is one of the things that really sets them aside. So when people come to me and they say, why is Royal Caribbean so expensive? Why is it so out of skew with everyone else? And I think entertainment is the reason why. In recent years, we've seen a real decrease of super high level entertainment from other cruise lines, specifically Norwegian, who used to have just an amazing amount of Broadway shows and different things going on the ship. And they've really cut back. They had ships that had 2 Broadway shows. Bliss had Jersey Boys and 6. And they've said that people don't really appreciate those or want to go to them. I don't find that to be true, but they are starting to bring back some entertainment on Norwegian. So we'll see how that goes. But that really is a determining factor for a lot of people. How much stuff is going on? When the ship becomes part of the destination for you, having all of these things to do really does make a huge difference. I'm a huge fan of the ship being the destination, so I love all the different options. If you look at the new Holland America marketing plan, where it's kind of refreshingly free of all the bells and whistles, free of the water slides, free of all these things, it's a more traditional cruising experience. So you can fall into one of those two kind of buckets if you prefer like the older cruising experience where you go on a cruise, you relax, maybe play a little shuffleboard, you talk to the captain around the ship, you're relaxing, you're reading books, you're just hanging out by the pool. Maybe they have some kind of, lounge performer in the evening. That's a more traditional style of cruising, which I do enjoy. And there's a time and place for that. I think if you're going someplace exotic, where the ports become the kind of focus. If you're going to the Bahamas or the Caribbean, I'm all in with the ship being the destination. Anyway, let's talk about the entertainment on board of Icon of the Seas. I will chapter each of these so you know when I'm talking about each thing if you just want to skip ahead to those chapters. First, let's talk about the ice show. That's right, there are ice skating shows. On Icon of the Seas, it is called Starburst Elements. They also have a family ice show as well. I did not see that one, so I won't comment on it, but I'm sure it's fantastic. The Starburst Elements show I thought was incredible. In typical Royal Caribbean fashion, there are flips. There are all kinds of crazy things going on. The music's incredible. Choreography is incredible. The skaters are incredible. I do find on the Royal Caribbean, on the Icon ice rink now, with it being more oval, it is much more visually appealing to me for some reason. It doesn't feel as big. The ice skating area doesn't feel as big, like the seating and all. And even kind of the rink doesn't feel as big as the like oblong rectangle one. I'm sure it's the same size or bigger, but it just doesn't feel that way. But the show was fantastic. The music is so good. If you are on this ship, please go see the ice show. They are amazing. It is incredible that they have an ice skating rink on a cruise ship. And they have for 20 some years. It's incredible. Next up, let's talk about the Wizard of Oz. I don't know. I didn't love the Wizard of Oz. I really thought it was going to be great. I was really excited to go see the Wizard of Oz. I had seen like a little bit of the original cast in their performances in singing and just different clips from people who had posted them when it was the original cast. I don't know. I just didn't get it. It felt forced to me. It was perfectly acceptable. It was an enjoyable hour and a half, whatever it was. It just wasn't what I thought it was going to be, and that may be on me. I just didn't love it. It was perfectly good. Considering how much I love a lot of the Broadway shows, with the exception of Cats. Royal Caribbean, come on. It's Oasis of the Seas. It's the flagship of that. It's the first one. It's the name of the class. And you have Cats on there still. Anyway, I digress. with the exception of Cats. Like they have Mamma Mia, they have Hairspray, they have Grease, Saturday Night Fever, all these great shows. I just didn't get Wizard of Oz. It's fine. It's not doesn't have to be for everybody. But on the other side of the spectrum, I had heard so many people saying Effectors wasn't great, and it's the third Effectors show in the series. It's their own kind of branded kind of superhero show. I loved it. I thought it was amazing. It was very musical theater-y. It hit all the right notes. I just had a great time at Effectors, and maybe that was because I had such low expectations, and I really, really enjoyed it. So I thought Effectors was great. Definitely go check that out. I didn't find any of the shows to be overly crowded. I think this is a trend with the newer ships with so much stuff going on, and I hope it doesn't lead them to not have as many things, because I think it's awesome having all these things going on. Next up, let's talk about Dueling Pianos. Here's one spot that you're not getting into unless you're ready to fist fight for seats. It is crowded in there. I love Dueling Pianos. One of my favorite things on Norwegian Cruise Lines has Howl at the Moon. I love it. And the iteration on Royal is great. It's just small in there and it gets crowded. You do get to stand out. If you want to stand out on the upper level of the promenade, you can hear it. It's still fun. You can hang out there for a little bit, but you're not going to stand there for more than 5 or 10 minutes maybe. But it's really, really good. They were having a great time, everybody in there. They do it twice a night on most nights, and it's really crowded both times, I found. So one is more of a family show, one is more of like an adults show. All were good. Nothing was too crazy anyway. Next up, let's talk about the Point and Feather, the English pub performer. Great. You again, gets crowded in there. You can definitely get there early and grab a seat. It's not as hard to get as Dueling Pianos. And then you can obviously hear them performing out on the promenade as well. So you could hang out and listen to the music there as well. Next up, they had a band in the promenade almost every night. I thought they were great. They were hitting all the big notes. They were doing the pre-shows for like the big theme parties, 70s, 80s, all that stuff. And they were really, really good. The band on the pool deck was really good as well, playing your Caribbean and pool hits, everything you normally hear up on the pool deck there. The Central Park performers I thought were really interesting. They have something going on in Central Park almost every night, usually some type of an acoustic performance, and it was really beautiful. It's much more mellow and relaxed, but I really enjoyed it, and I thought they were great. Next up, I think one of the highlights of the ship for Wizard of Oz and for Effectors and everything else is that there is a live band on the ship. They did their own show called Show Band, and there was really nobody there. And I felt awful because they're like a live orchestra. It was fantastic. They're great. It really hurts my soul that there's no one there for some of these shows. But it was a great show. I highly recommend it. They did a lot of like big hits like Chicago. Anything you can imagine that has like horns and something else in it, they're doing it. It was really, really fun. Next up, let's talk about the Aqua Theater show, one of the show-stopping elements on board of any of the Icon or Oasis-class ships. So this may be an unpopular opinion. I love now that there's less of variability in the Aqua Theater show, that it's definitely going to happen. They're going to have one unless, there's crazy motion, because it's inside now. It's in the Aqua Dome. And the Aqua Dome is beautiful. I love the Aqua Dome. So I love the Aqua Dome pods in the back. I love kind of the setup of the Aqua Dome market. I love how there's all this like beautiful space where you can hang out during the day and everything. My one complaint is the Aqua Theater didn't feel as Aqua Theater-y as the Oasis class, where it's outside and everyone's diving, but you don't have to worry about the rain and everything. And I thought the show was incredible. It was just different. So that's just me having to get used to something different. The show was really, really great, with the exception of the skateboard. I know Matt from Royal Caribbean Blog talked about this as well. And look, I don't know anything about skateboarding either. I don't even know what any of the terms are. I couldn't do a kickflip if you made me. But there's just not enough room. I feel bad for them. There's not enough room to do anything. It's not like a real half pipe where, you can Tony Hawk it and do something crazy. But it was, and the Aqua Theater show as a whole was incredible. In front of us, and I talked about this in the vlogs, one of the dancers, her parents were in front of us, and they were just having such a great time. That made it even better for us. I thought it made it so much fun to hear somebody's parents kind of be so excited and happy about it. But it was a great time. The show is incredible. The aerialists, the slackliners, the divers, the dancers, everything. Go see Aqua Action. It's incredible. Two other things, the cruise director staff and the games, I thought were all really good. Again, on these larger ships, you don't tend to see the cruise director or the cruise director staff as much as you do on a small ship. I did see Gemma a lot. She was the cruise director. She was out and about and around. She did an amazing job on the Crazy Quest. If you've never been to the Crazy Quest, it's like a insane adult scavenger hunt in the ice rink. I was worried for the quest because like 10 minutes before it was pretty empty in there, and it did fill up a little bit, and it was really fun, but I was definitely worried for a little bit because it's a highlight of, I think, the cruise. And I think with a lot of these new cruisers, they don't know about all these traditions, so they don't go to some things. So that's going to take some time to build up, as well as Royal Caribbean's really focused on new to cruise, the new cruise market. So that is it. That's the entertainment on board the ship. If I missed anything, I apologize. It's a few weeks after at this point, and I did my best to try to document everything and keep an eye on it. So that is the entertainment. Let me know, do you have a favorite on board of Icon? Have you been on yet? What are you looking forward to most if you haven't? And again, we'd love for you to subscribe to our channel. Come along, join us on this journey. If you need any help planning your next trip, please email me at jp@bytesizecruise.com. Thanks so much and happy cruising. Bye.